Now, honestly, I feel like Titania is the best raids champion in the game because no one is as safe as Titania when it comes to just like being able to withstand that really annoying pierce damage, because the pierce damage is just unreal, and I feel like it should get rebalanced for sure, but as of now, you pretty much have very few options for like any of these really heavy hitting bosses, and Titania is one of them because her haymaker is just one of the most broken mechanics in the game. And it just does so much work in this fight because the indestructible is so useful for mitigating that really annoying block damage. But yeah, this Ultron has the same nodes as the other bosses where you get a Pierce, a Fury, and a Precision. Well, he gets it actually. And it stacks up to like 5. And once he's at 5 of each of them, then he roots you on his special attack. So basically just bait the SP1. Try not to block too much, because if you do block even one hit once he's fully ramped up, you are pretty much gonna get one shot. Like, it's really bad. And to get your massive damage output, you have to alternate your special attack. So once you drop the SP1, you have to drop the SP2 afterwards, and then after you drop the SP2, you have to go back to the SP1. So just alternate them and you're pretty much chilling. But that is honestly pretty annoying too, because that costs 3 bars of power. So you can't really get going in this fight until after 3 bars of power are spent, which is annoying, right? Because that's a lot of power, that's a lot of time wasted. So most champions can't even get down 10% against this guy, but Titania, she's Titania, and look at this damage output now. She is just doing insane numbers, and that Haymaker just being a great safety net too, and letting me play aggressive. And also the Haymaker in like raids is up way more often than usual, because with like the bonus modifiers, you get a ton of extra debuffs too. So yeah, the Haymaker in this game mode is just so overpowered. And honestly, I feel like Vanguard is just really eating good, because it has Iron Man, who is just a massive tank with the armor ups. It has Titania, who is like the best option overall. So yeah, if you're a Vanguard, prepare to take this Ultron boss, because pretty much no one else does as good as Titania or even Iron Man. But then again, Iron Man is like kind of energy damage at times, so he can probably still do it, just not as effectively. But also, this Ultron is a problem because of what I just said. That energy damage ability nullifies a ton of options for this raid boss, right? And additionally, his signature ability gives him like shock and incinerate immunity pretty much too. So that means most DOT champions are bad for this Ultron, because he also has base bleed and poison immunity. And that's why this Ultron is such a problem, because like most options for raids just do not work against this guy. But Titania is like the saving grace, because she is perfect for him essentially. So here I drop a combo, drop the relic, and yeah, we get the full 10% down on that Ultron. That is some insane stuff. 10% on any boss is like really impressive. 10% on the final Ultron boss that has like really annoying mechanics is just insane stuff. Like, Titania is just doing crazy good things right now. And yeah, here is attempt number 2. We just get the revive going, and now it's time to just hopefully get him down to 17%, right? And in this fight, there is something to look out for, because he is at 27% health. And whenever he hits 25% health, he will get a regen. And this regen is scaled with his max health. So if you let it, like, you know, get going, he's gonna regen a ton of health, and it's gonna be not only a problem for you, but for your whole alliance as well. So be careful against this final 25% Ultron, because he can just regen all the way up to like 40% probably. It is dangerous, but Titania just doesn't care, because check this out. We're gonna get ramped up, we're gonna get our like, you know, charges going, so we're gonna do a ton of damage output. And then he's going to get that processing. And that processing means that, hey, if you don't quit out or like find a way to stop the healing, this man is gonna just straight up regen like 15% health or something really, really crazy. But first we gotta get ramped again because, yeah, so far we are just doing no damage to him. I mean, we're doing pretty good damage output, right? But for, 180 million health, this just doesn't cut it. So I gotta get going here. I gotta get ramped up all the way. And yeah, once we get ramped up, he's gonna get to 25% really, really fast. So I have to prepare to withstand that massive regen. So here I'm fully ramped up, so the damage output is just insane now. And so is the block damage because, yeah, that hurt for sure. Gotta watch out for that. I just cannot parry anymore. There's the processing, and then I pause because I'm like, okay, do I quit out? No, because Titania has so many debuffs to the point where she just blocks out healing completely. That is why she is so good for this fight as well, because that healing just becomes nothing. And yeah, we're past the 25% phase now, so my alliance has nothing to worry about anymore because no more regens. And yeah, we are just in the perfect spot. And we just got to get him down to 17% now. We have a minute to do that, so it's not looking too great for us, but then again, we are using Titania here, so I'm not really worried about it because just look at this damage output. But here he drops the SP1, he evades me, I drop the unblockable relic, which is really, really sweet. And yeah, this is honestly looking a lot better now. 40 seconds left. Here I drop the SP2, it does some amazing damage output. Here he drops the SP1, no big deal. We are rooted, but then again, it's just his SP1. He drops it again, I go back in, he evades, but doesn't matter because the Haymaker just saves me there. And yeah, so far so good here. We have 19 seconds left. He's almost down to that 17% threshold. And I think here we finally do it. So yeah, not too bad overall. That was honestly pretty impressive stuff. There's that 17%. And yeah, Titania taking 10% off of this Ultron boss is just so impressive, right? And I feel like that is why she is just the best raids champion right now, because not many champions can do that, right? Not many champions can take off 10% for like most bosses, right? But Titania can do every single boss a full 10%. But now it's time for the good stuff. It is time for the rewards here. So there we get 7,507 star shards, which is really, really sweet. So I will open a crystal here today just to celebrate the first full raid week. And we also have these crystals here. And I just want Cosmic or Science. Science for Titania now, and Cosmic because I'm almost at a 4th Catalyst. But crystal number 1 stops on 25% Cosmic. That is great. I don't have too many Cosmic options right now, but I can take up Odin for like the Conquerors of the Cosmos series, or I can just save it for someone else. I don't know just yet, but crystal number 2, let's just get it going, and it lands on Science, so that is perfect as well. The perfect 2 pulls right there. Cosmic for my 4th Catalyst and Science for Titania. You'll love to see it, really. So yeah, now we have the 7-star crystal. And here I just want someone new and someone fun because I've been on a dry streak of just really mediocre dupes, and I just want someone new and fun, please. Like, give me someone that I can just enjoy for a second. Give me like a Null, or honestly just something new, please. But the crystal, I'm going to let it spin out for a bit, and now I'm going to stop it. And we're going to land on a 7-star version of So Many Good Champions, and we land on a good champion. This changes everything. I have a 4th Cosmic Catalyst pretty much ready to go, and now he's an option as well. So Odin or Gore, who do I even take up, right? That is such a hard decision for me personally, but I want to hear y'all's thoughts on that. But let me know your thoughts on this raid week. I think it has some problems for sure, but I think it's a really fun concept overall. And yeah, it's about it for me.